Hey, what's going on? This is Jake Ballantyne with Mountaintop Motivation, and I wanted to talk to you about some magic that I brought into my life. Some magic that I brought into my life each and every day, and that is these posters behind me. I just got off the treadmill, and I started thinking about how every time I post a video, every time I post a photo, anything like that, from down here, I do a lot where I go on the treadmill and then I'll take a picture or something like that. I always get questions about these posters. Pretty much like everyone, my life changed drastically in March of 2020. And I know it might sound silly, but one of those things that really affected me changing was this place closing down, was Disneyland closing down. Disneyland has always been a place where I brought magic into my life. I brought magic into my life. I brought excitement into my life. It was always a place where not only did I have a lot of fun and enjoy myself and spend a lot of great time with family and friends, but also to me, it's a place that represents magic in my life. It represents possibility in my life, and also represents one of the greatest entrepreneurs of all time, that being Walt Disney. So what I decided to do after all of this happened, I decided I wanted to bring some magic into my daily life. And so what I did was get these posters. So if you recognize these posters are the ride attraction posters that are at Disneyland. Well, some of them, they're at Disneyland. This one here is from Disney World, but they're the ride attraction posters that you see as you go under the train station at Disneyland or at Magic Kingdom in Florida. When you go in, you see these different posters. I always thought about how cool that would be to have these, but it wasn't until everything changed and things closed down and that kind of thing that I decided, okay, I need to have this so that I can fill myself with that kind of magic. And what I wanted to talk about here, before I go and show all these posters, I wanted to talk about how important it is to add some magic into your life. So whatever it is, whatever you're into, who cares? Whatever it is, have fun with it. Add some magic into your life. Add some magic into your life, whatever helps you be able to feel that feeling of magic, feel that feeling of excitement, feel that feeling of possibilities, and also feel that feeling of inspiration for those who have gone on before you and done really great things. So I'm going to give you a tour now of these posters that are down here. I like having a lot of fun, and so this is what I have every morning to see when I do my workout in my basement. Also, we watch a lot of movies down here, hang out a lot down here. And these posters bring so much inspiration. They bring so much magic into my life and bring so much joy into my life. So let's see what we got. All right, we're going to start right over here where this is not actually a poster. This is a replica of a sign that is actually at Magic Kingdom in Disney World. Here, I'm going to turn around my camera so you're going to be able to see this better. I love the rustic look of it. I love Frontierland because of that rustic look. I love all the things that are there. I think it's so much fun. And my wife did such a great thing by finding this online and buying it for me for Christmas. This was such a great Christmas present. I did not expect it at all. And it really, like I talked about, bringing magic into my life, this really brought a lot of magic and joy into my life when I saw this, when I opened it. And every morning since then, seeing this when I come down here to work out, I love seeing this sign. I think it's so cool. It's so much fun. And like I said, brings a lot of magic into my life. So let's take a look over at these posters now. Here is what we have. We have Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, one of my very favorite rides, both at Magic Kingdom and at Disneyland. Sorry, we got some glare here from the lights in the window. We have Pirates of the Caribbean. Here's something interesting. If you ask someone at Disneyland or Disney World, the official Disney name is Pirates of the Caribbean. Sorry. Pirates of the Caribbean is the official Disney name, but the place is the Caribbean. But the ride right here is Pirates of the Caribbean, and that was just because that's the way Walt said it. So since that was the way Walt said it, that's the way they did it. Now let's get closer up here and take a look. This is obviously just a replica, but one of the things I think is really cool here is this right here is a replica that was signed by X Atencio, who wrote the song Yo Ho Yo Ho, A Pirate's Life for Me. And also this is an old enough poster to where it does not say Walt Disney Imagineering. It says WED Enterprises, which stood for Walter Elias Disney, which is what they called Imagineering before it became Imagineering. So I really like this poster. I think this one is an incredible one. I just think it's so cool, so much fun to have this. I love that ride too, but I love this poster here. My next poster here, here's what's interesting. This one says Jungle River, not Jungle Cruise. I wanted to get these posters as retro as I could. Now, some of them are not retro posters. Like over here, I'll show you in a second. Here we got Splash Mountain. So obviously that opened in 1989. So that's not an old school poster. But this one right here, the Jungle River. So that was the original name of the Jungle Cruise. It was the Jungle River. It was not the Jungle Cruise. And at the beginning, it was more of a educational kind of thing, not so much about all the jokes and kind of thing that they did later. And that was because people really liked it, but people weren't going on it again. They got the education from it, but they didn't have the humor. And so they added this kind of humor. They changed it to Jungle Cruise. So that's really cool. I like that this poster is an old poster. It's a replica of an old poster, but I like that it's from that old time, which was an opening day attraction. Now, for those who have been following along, they're going to be doing some big changes to the Jungle Cruise, so we'll see how that goes. Then over here, we have the Haunted Mansion. There we go. I got the glare of the window out of there. We have the Haunted Mansion here. It says, they've been dying to meet you at the Haunted Mansion in horrifying sight and sound, New Orleans Square. I love this ride. It's such an incredible, incredible ride. It's hard to see in the video, but I can tell you that this poster I really, really love because it is so crisp and so clear. Where this one over here is just not as crisp. It's not as good of a print. This one is just so well printed and looks so great. So I really, really love that one. That one is very, very cool. Then let's get to Splash Mountain. I love Splash Mountain. Splash Mountain will not exist in its current iteration for very much longer, but I absolutely love this ride. And I can say that I'm very excited for the new one. I'm very excited for the new rendition, including Princess and the Frog. So we'll see what they do there. I'm excited for it. I am very much an optimist, and I'm excited to see what they bring and what they are going to be bringing to the table. But this ride is something that I have loved so much. And once again, this is a poster that brings a lot of joy to me. So let's go on over here. Now, the world famous Matterhorn bobsleds in Fantasyland. And this is a ride that is only at Disneyland and is not at Magic Kingdom. I love this one. I love that it's such a retro look. I love the retro look of this, the retro poster. I love this is like a 4-color print. I think it's just really, really cool. And I love this ride. Once again, bringing a lot of magic to me. And then we're going to go to my favorite poster over here. And here is my favorite poster of them all, the Disneyland Railroad. I know that might sound strange, but my very favorite ride at Disneyland is the railroad. And it's because it was Walt Disney's very favorite thing. In fact, it's the whole thing that gave him the inspiration to go and create Disneyland, was creating a train. So this is super, super cool. One thing I just noticed here, which is pretty cool, is that this says at Main Street, Frontierland, or Tomorrowland depots, meaning this is a older print. This is an older model poster because there is no train station in Frontierland. There's a train station. No, it says Disneyland. I was thinking maybe this is a Disney World poster and I didn't know that, but the train station is not in Frontierland. The train station is in New Orleans Square. So that's cool. I just realized that right now. So I think that's pretty cool. So those are all the posters that I have. But then I got this really cool map over here. So let's check this out. So this map over here, I really love this map. This is the first thing that I got out of this collection. I think I got this like 2 years ago, and then I went and got all these other ones. Oh, by the way, there's my shadow. There we go. I know it's not perfect lighting down here in the glare, but you know, we're doing what we got. And anyway, I think that this is from the 60s at some point, early 60s. Someone could correct me on that. I'm not 100% sure, but this is in the 60s at some point. It's really cool that you can see different things here that don't necessarily exist today. Like for instance, you have this helicopter pad over here. That's very interesting. That is not there. You know, you would have Downtown Disney over in this location over here. Also, if you look real closely right here, it says the Spaceport and Rocket Flight Future Attraction. You know, that is Space Mountain today, but that's what they called it at the time because it wasn't built yet. It was just there. Here you have America the Beautiful, which is really cool. That came after, what was that? Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow, Carousel of Progress. That's it. I can't believe I forgot that. It's one of my very favorites, and I'm excited to go. By the way, I'm going to Disney World in just a couple days, so I'm super, super excited about that. But it's really cool to see that. Also over here, we don't have Thunder Mountain over here. We have Adventures in Nature's Wonderland over there. That's very cool. You don't have Splash Mountain over there. You don't have a lot of the things. Obviously, we don't have Galaxy's Edge over there. It's very cool to see the old version of what was here, to see a different version of what Disneyland looked like. So this is something I find really cool. If you do, let me know in the comments, but I think that this is super, super cool. So that does it with my Disneyland and Disney World poster, sign, and map collection. Something that just brings me a lot of joy, something that brings me a lot of inspiration, that brings a lot of magic into my life. Now, my purpose of making this video is, number one, I wanted to show you something that I enjoy, something that I'm passionate about, but I also wanted to encourage you to go and fill your life with magic, fill your life with inspiration, fill your life with things that actually fill you up, that make you excited. For me, the beginning of all this stuff was really getting on me. It was depressing me. It was, making me just feel like there was so many limits on my life and limits on possibilities, and I just wasn't myself. I've always gone to Disneyland and Disney World out of this idea of finding a place that brings so much inspiration to me. And I felt like life had changed so much. I did not have that same kind of inspiration. Once again, I said it earlier, but maybe that's silly, that for me, that's it. But who cares if it's silly? I'm sure you like things that other people think are silly. But to me, it's something that's brought so much inspiration to me. And so I decided to fill my basement here with magic, to fill this place with magic so that it could bring excitement and it could bring inspiration and it could bring magic to me each and every day. So fill your life with magic, fill it with inspiration. I hope that you like this tour. I hope that you like this video. And thanks so much for watching. This is Jake Ballantyne with Mountaintop Motivation, and I will see you at the top.